But we begin at 5 with the latest on breaking news from Dartmouth, where 2 people from Rhode Island were killed in a plane crash this morning. They've now been identified as 68-year-old Thomas Perkins and his wife, 66-year-old Agatha Perkins from Middletown.
Their plane went down on 195 in Dartmouth near Reed Road shortly after taking off from the airport in New Bedford. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Kate Wilkinson is standing by live in New Bedford with details on the flight's path.
But first, let's get right out to our Sheena Loshuto, who is live in Dartmouth overlooking that crash site. How are things looking out there right now, Sheena?
Well, traffic is moving as usual now. All directions are open, but police still have that area blocked off with cones, and a Mass State Police trooper will be really watching this scene all night long until federal investigators can get here. This was a private single-engine plane. At first, witnesses say they couldn't even tell what was on fire because the smoke was that intense.
Pretty like grayish, yellowish type smoke that I could see in the woods near the off-ramp, and on the highway it was like a white smoke.
Plumes of smoke from a crashed plane. We spoke to people driving along the wreckage Monday morning as first responders were just starting to arrive. Authorities say Thomas and Agatha Perkins of Middletown were killed in this crash, their plane first hitting the wood line on the westbound side of 195 in Dartmouth.
Traffic was stopped in both directions. You could see down onto the highway where the plane originally hit near the off-ramp and skidded into the median where it finally came to rest.
And then finally, when I came up upon it, because I slowed in, pretty much stopped my car, and then I noticed a police officer, a state police come and stop the traffic. He ran over to the plane, and then he must have grabbed one of his tanks and started to put out the fires.
Mass State Police say one person on the ground was also injured when their car was hit by a part of the crashed plane. The driver is expected to recover. For hours, 195 was closed near exit 19 as investigators look into what went wrong here. What's left of the single-engine private plane is still in the median tonight.
It looked like a car at first because I wasn't sure. And then the smoke was so big and I could smell it. I'm like, this isn't a car. And then I looked across the way and I noticed that there was flames going into the woods across from 195 westbound on the other side of the highway. So there were pieces of the wreckage all strewn through the middle of the highway and onto the middle of, the center of the highway.
Now, both the FAA and the NTSB will be investigating this plane crash. Mass State Police made a note to really make this clear tonight. The plane is still there right now. It will be here overnight until federal investigators can get here. They are asking drivers to not stop and take photos of the plane. That's for everyone's safety involved. Reporting live in Dartmouth tonight, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.